So it is, my dearest angel, I honestly can't wait to see you soon, walking down the aisle to me.
If I close my eyes, I can picture it, but I can guarantee that you will look even more beautiful than I can even imagine. I promise I'll spend every minute of the rest of my life trying to be the husband you deserve, and I will always love you with every inch of my being. Thank you for being you and for falling in love with me, and I will see you so soon. All my love, always, Ben.
So I'll start the ball rolling by saying, you know, it's so much of a pleasure for you all to be here on this wonderful day. It's celebrate the marriage of Katie and Ben. When I first seen Katie this morning, obviously tears in my eyes now. It's so beautiful. She's my princess, you know. So. To be honest, I'm going to put the speech down now because I can't sort of read through it that much, so I'm that emotional. I just want to say how happy I am to be here. I'm starting.
Ben was spotted with a beautiful girl on his arm. And who is she? And we said, I haven't a clue. And eventually he thought, well, I can bring her home. Those weekend trips away with the lads that he thought we didn't know anything about turned out to be lads. Turned out to be somebody completely different. So eventually he brought Katie home. He was worried. I know he was worried about the reaction. Not our reaction to Katie, Katie's reaction to us, I think. And if I'm really honest, probably me in particular, I have to say. And we didn't need to have locked her in, because actually we got on like a house on fire. And what we soon learned to love was this beautiful, charming, lovely, friendly girl, who's very easygoing as long as lots of Prosecco involved. When Ben was very little and he used to come home and he wasn't quite sure of his place in an extended modern family, he used to be sometimes a little bit unsettled. And I used to say to him, Ben, if I had the choice of anybody to be my son, I would choose you every single time. And that's still true today, and particularly on this beautiful day today. But I can add to that now. So, Katie, I'd like to officially and formally welcome you to our side of the family. You know we love you dearly. And I would like to add to what I've already said to Ben at his 21st and other occasions, that if I had a choice of anybody to be our daughter-in-law and a wife to our Ben, then I'd choose you every single time as well. Would you raise your glasses, please? One more time to Ben and Katie.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to Woodhill Hall on behalf of the owners and staff in the Northumberland Registration Service. I'd like to welcome you all here on this glorious day for a wedding to witness and celebrate the marriage of Katie and Ben. And they have chosen you, the people who mean the most to them and the ones who've made an imprint on their lives, to be here today and to share in this new chapter as they become husband and wife. Katie and Ben wish to marry each other, for in each other's company they have found fulfillment and love. They have drawn closer to each other and now wish to affirm their relationship, offering each other the security that comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept. And by taking these vows, you are undertaking a commitment to cherish and support each other faithfully throughout your life together.
Katie, I promise to give you my love and friendship.
To be there for you
To be there for you
when you need me the most.
when you need me the most.
To laugh with you, to cry with you.
To laugh with you, to cry with you.
To confide and trust in you.
To confide and trust in you.
To comfort and support you.
To comfort and support you.
To share all that I have with you.
To share all that I have with you.
To respect you and be faithful always.
To respect you and be faithful always.
These promises I make to you
These promises I make to you
for the rest of my life.
for the rest of my life.
Ben, I promise to give you my love and friendship.
To be there for you
To be there for you
when you need me the
when
most.
you need me the most.
To laugh with you, to cry with you.
To laugh with you and to cry with you.
To confide and trust in you.
To confide and trust in you.
To comfort and support you.
To comfort and support you.
To share all that I have with you.
To share all that I have with you.
To respect you and be faithful always.
To respect you and be faithful always.
These promises I make to you
These promises I make to you
for the rest of my
for
life.
the rest of my life.
Katie and Ben, to say you are now united as husband and wife.
I have, for the first time, found what I can truly love. I have found you. You are my sympathy, my better self, my good angel. I am bound to you with a strong attachment. I think you good, gifted, lovely, a fervent, a solemn passion is conceived in my heart. It leans to you, draws you to my centre and spring of life, wraps my existence about you, and, kindling in pure, powerful flame, fuses you and me in one. It was because I felt and knew this that I resolved to marry you.
This wedding, I'm sure you'll all agree, has been absolutely beautiful. It's been such a lovely day, and I've spoken to so many of you, people coming up to me, Ben's great, isn't he? Ben's great, you're the best man, he must have been so great growing up with Ben, la la la. And yeah, he is. Ben is great now, but growing up with Ben wasn't so great. Growing up with Ben was like growing up with Dr. Jekyll. A smart, regular civilian who could turn into a raging animal at a second's notice. This kind, wonderful, tremendous, I could go on and on, this guy we see today is not the psycho who I grew up with.
I always found it odd that people read from something they'd written in advance about how their new wife looked when they saw her, so I left this bit blank in my notes and didn't find a chance to write any of it today. But it doesn't need to be written down. Everyone who was in the orangery saw me. When I first saw Katie, I hope my reaction said everything. I thought she looked absolutely stunning. She always looks absolutely stunning, but even more so, and just absolutely blew my mind. So she looked beautiful. So.
You know, Ben and I, a couple of like handsome young dudes on the scene. You know, you think, oh, they're hanging out, talking to like girls and stuff. But actually, we just sat around and played a lot of PlayStation. And those are some of my favorite times ever, legitimately some of my favorite times ever. But unfortunately, Ben didn't know how to play. Nice. He didn't know how to play PlayStation without losing his temper and throwing controllers around the room. For years, I had to lose on purpose because I was so scared.
I love her for a million different reasons. Some of them the tiniest in the world, and some of them the most important. I love her because of her smile. I love her because of her laugh. I love her because she makes me laugh. I love her because she screams at spiders and slugs and wasps and occasionally dust if it catches the light and it looks like something that's flying towards her. I love her because she's kind and she's generous and she's thoughtful. I love her because she's strong, and not just since we've been going to see Lauren twice a week. But stronger in her mind and stronger in adversity than even she knows. I love her because she's chatty and she's open and she's bubbly, and because everyone that she meets falls in love with her. Just fortunately not in the same way that I did. Mainly, I love her because she's her, and that's everything that I could possibly dream of. When I first met Katie, I couldn't have imagined that it would be like this. I would never have believed that on our 1764th day together, I would still hang on her every word, and still feel that all it takes to turn a bad day into a good day is one of those beaming smiles that feels like the sun just burst through the clouds. That the happiest moments of my day are when we go to sleep holding hands. Or when we wake with the alarm and she snoozes it for 5 more minutes, just before we face the world together. I never knew that even when she changed jobs and basically her entire body clock, so would I, just so I could spend every possible moment with her.
Ben is a huge book nerd. I went and found a lovely piece of poetry to round this up. It's by an anonymous author, but it's a bit of a sonnet, so I guess it's by Shakespeare. And it goes like this. You broke my wrist and you punched your own leg. You killed my cat and now she is dead. I guess I still love you though. Have a happy wedding.
Katie, I know you remember when I bought you a keyring with a set of house keys and a message on it for our first Christmas together. But I didn't realise how true it would turn out to be. I love you even more today than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow.